All right, Touchy.
Alright guys, so here's what I call the Blem scale. What we have is 5 points. The middle point is right in the middle of the right face of that chevron. And the first point is on the end of that life bar. So I got 5 gradings here. The 5th one is very close to getting yellow. If you get past that 5th one, you're going to turn Touchy Blem's life bar yellow. So we have anemic, weak, okayish, good, and holy shit, damn. So this is my Blem scale.
All right, restart. All right. No, that's weak. If I can't get it past his stamina chevron, I have a weak strike. There we go. I need more yank back. There we go. I need more yank back. Nope. Nope. All right. Getting past the chevron. This is the only purpose Touchy serves. Right hand yanks back, whips the angular momentum. Perfect reach. My acceleration apex was way too high, though. I could have done a lot more damage. There we go. Get that good yank back. It is still possible to get Touchy yellow on a single strike. And that's like the holy grail of power, but that's more what I call a Fulcrum strike. This is more like the yank and dip I'm doing right now with a tip. But there's like a Fulcrum strike where I come in with full power in the middle of the weapon, kind of like it fulcrums on top of his head. Let's see if I can do that. It bashes the fuck out of his head. If I can get that fucking... Boom! 4 rapid taps compound 2 steps into a massive lunge. The weapon is perfectly balanced on his dome, and all the kinetic energy of that weight's going directly into the impact. So if you compare this frame right here to that frame, this frame right here is where the acceleration apex is. That's where the weapon's moving the fastest. And ideally, I would want this frame to include the impact. So I may be decelerating a little bit too soon, but that is the acceleration apex. That big frame gap right there, that weapon is accelerating crazily. And now it might be catching another frame before it actually starts slowing down. So there's a lot of power there in the yank back. Now let's see if the second one was the same. Yep, there's the acceleration apex. Ideally, I want the impact to be in that same large gap right there. But again, the frame might just be catching it right here without actually decelerating, because that's still a massive yank back blow. And now the Fulcrum strike is quite a bit different. If I zoom along over here to the slow-mo part, see I tap 4 times rapidly, and that compounds 2 steps into a crazy lunge, and then I throw the center mass of that weapon directly on its head, and it's balanced perfectly, so all of that kinetic energy of that entire weapon's going into his face. Now with this particular cannonbow, the weight distribution is, spread out pretty evenly, so the center of gravity of that weapon's directly in the middle. So that adds massive power. But that's going to be a lot different for a heavy-headed weapon, but this particular cannonbow, it's balanced towards the middle. So you can see how well all that kinetic force is going directly into his face. The entire weight of that weapon is going directly into his face and his spine. And you can see how massive that is. I'm maybe only a smidgen away from turning him yellow. Anyway, that's me sciencing whatever the fuck I'm doing here.
Have fun, don't die.